So, this is a game called Aetherfall. You don't usually see this on my channel. I think this is the first time it's on my channel. But I quickly wanted to do this. Well, not quickly, because you can see how long this video is. But this is going to be an in-depth review of each and every single weapon we have so far. These are all the weapons we have so far. If there's any weapons added, I'll do a short review, and I'll add it to like a sort of playlist, but this is it so far. We literally just got the addition of Fire Fists. This is my assistant, Dark. He's going to be doing some things that the dummies can't do. And we're gonna start off with Staff, originally called Basic Staff. It recently just got a revamp, and honestly, it's not a bad one. I can't tell whether it's a buff or a nerf. For me personally, because I don't use Basic Staff, he mains it. But me personally, I am gonna use it a little less because they got rid of the attunement thing or whatever, element, and made it in place of some other moves. But long story short, Basic Staff is a lot more about hitting your moves than combos. So if someone, it's supposed to play a very defensive playstyle. If someone runs up onto you, you have some really good moves, being Harmonic Twirl, to push them away, and if they get hit by that, can go into some M1s. And M1 flies backwards in ragdolls instead of some other cases, but you have a Harmonic Twirl, you have Celestial Uplift, which is a sort of gravity thing, which actually somehow, whenever they're on that ground, you can hit them with M1s. You have Glowing Hail. I'm gonna be honest, is not too good of a move. It does damage, it's just really hard to hit because of complications like the fact that they can dash out of the way while you're using it. It's never a full combo. It's supposed to catch people dashing into you, I believe. It's the best way I can put it. And finally, we have a move, Never Change, Divine Select, which really just good for combo extending, I guess, or like catching your opponent off guard, because that's a pretty fast block breaking move. So not many combos can be used with this character. Dark, if you want to try doing some combos, see, that's not true.
Yeah.
It can go into M1s though. That Celestial Uplift goes into M1s, but going into Divine Slash is never true. So unfortunately for me personally, Celestial Uplift into M1 into Divine Slash is never true, I don't believe. Unless you hit 5, maybe? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. That is true. I think that might be true, actually.
It didn't hit.
It didn't hit, oh, okay. But, anyway, yeah, that's Staff. Much more get-off-me tool. It's much more of a get-off-me tool for aggressive weapons. Alright, next up, we are going to Sword, originally known as Basic Sword. Okay, well, hang on. There we go. Alright, this is my personal main right now and my favorite weapon to use. So, I'm gonna be a little more thorough in this one because I actually like its playstyle, even though it's not the best. Basically, this is a very aggressive sword style. So, you get most of your combos off of a single combo chain, so if you hit one of the moves, you pretty much know exactly what you have to do from that point. It's like, I'll just show you the combo chain, and you explain from there. So you go... So basically, if you hit any of those moves, you know exactly what to hit after it. So obviously, you can go 4 instead of it, but 4 M1s instead of 3, but I just like going 3 for some reason, because I'm just like that. But if you do 4, you can do a lot more damage. But the whole gist of this character is that if you hit any of those moves, you basically know what you have to do next. It's a very aggressive character, so most of your gameplay will be a lot about trying to find an opening. So if they're walking around you, you walk around them, and if they're not doing anything, or if they're shielding, so basically, if they're shielding or if they're standing still like this is going to make a big difference. So I need you to shield for me. So if they're shielding, what you want to do, dash in, multi-cut into a skewer. That is a really good way to get in some good damage. Now, if they're just like normally standing there walking around you, dash in into M1 combo is actually a lot better. But yeah, that's the basic gist of basic sword. Very aggressive, and it has a bad matchup against a lot of characters that are just either more aggressive or can play a ranged sort of style. So next up, we're gonna go into Blood Sword, which is not the weapon I use. This is a weapon that Dark uses a lot more. And what I see from this is a sort of I actually don't know really much about Blood Sword. So if I can try to explain it, but from my perspective, a sword, let me just get this guy up, is supposed to do a lot of damage. Like, a lot of damage. Like, look at this M1 damage. That is M1 damage that should not be done. But, it's another aggressive, like, this is probably one of, or like the second most aggressive weapon. Well, it's a highly aggressive weapon, I'll say that. In which most of your combos will come from you slowly walking in with either shield or running inwards and dashing in and going in for blood field. Or going in for a frenzy, which is a sort of dash attack command grab. And so if Dark wants to, he can show you some combos, but I can't really do anything here. There's Gut Wrencher, by the way, so it's like a very good command grab, and there's Blood Stitches. But if Dark wants to, he can show you some combos. So, yeah, there you go. That is a pretty good Blood Sword combo, does a lot of damage. I don't think, 150 HP for Blood Sword. Yeah, it's just really good at outputting damage and being pretty tanky overall. Alright, now onto the next weapon, which is going to be Bone Scythe. Okay, personally speaking, I'm a little disappointed with how Bone Scythe plays, in my personal opinion. Bone Scythe is a lot, how do I say this? Bone Scythe is a worse version of Basic Sword, in my opinion. Which I know is controversial, but basically, Bone Scythe combo game, absolutely almost non-existent. There's like one good combo I could find. I don't even know if I can hit it too well, but 1, 2, 3. And it's not even a true combo. Okay. Well, it's not even a true combo, and one of its moves, block for me. This is bullcrap. The fact that that can be blocked is bullcrap. Shadow Strike, like, the only ever time you would ever use that in any fight is either a get off me tool, a back away tool, or a whiff punishing tool. Not really good in any other way, while all of the other moves are just glorified command grabs. Cause Fright Slash, very fast command grab, not good, and it doesn't combo into anything except for like maybe a dash and one chase. And Dark Encase, way too long. So if they're just spamming Q button out of your combo, Dark Encase really just does not do too well in combos. While Fearful Barrage is Barrage is probably the only like good-ish move I'd say that this character has because of its combo potential. But I mean, its M1 damage is like, okay on the lower side, but it's still okay. While its actual ability damage, that's probably where most of it comes from. All of it, the damage you're doing is from your abilities. That's the whole premise of this. You have to hit your abilities. And it's not too easy to hit these abilities off because of your a non-existent combo game. So, in my opinion, not good, but maybe someone has found a way to make it good because, yeah. Alright, next up we have a weird case with Crimson Shield. Now, Crimson Shield looks like it would play defensive, but it sort of plays a mix between the two. Its M1 range is not the best. Well, I think it's the same for all things, but in terms of like everything else, its M1 range, or its M1s are like pretty mid on the higher end, though. Because a full M1 combo does pretty good damage. But where it shines is the amount of, like, range it covers. Because it's basically just the range counter. They recently made it so that has super armor, and also that is always block breaking. So it's a get off me tool. While that is also a get off me tool into a combo. I think it's true though. That is really good for chasing characters who decide that range is their best player, and then, obviously, Shadow Flare. Need I say more? It's just really good, as a combo sort of extender or finisher. So, let me demonstrate one of my more, like, basic combos. Let me just... You know, let me demonstrate one of my more basic combos. It's been a while since I've played Crimson Shield, so... that puts you in fire. Well, either way, most of its combos is coming from Sentinel. Most of the damage is coming from Sentinel. Return, and Shadow Flare. But, that breaks shields. Can you block for me? Oh yeah, this is gold, by the way. That third hit breaks the shield, so that's pretty good. Same thing for Triple Strike on Basic Sword, by the way. That Triple Strike third attack, breaks shields. Yeah, honestly, just a really fun character to play with, because it can move around the field very well. Like, surprisingly, its, mobility is pretty good. Alright, on to the next one, which is Dagger. Dagger is pretty good. It's a combo character that does pretty good damage, and that's pretty much all you have to say about it. Let me explain on a dummy. Alright, so here we have a dummy. M1 damage. Out of this world. Insane. And here is, like, the best sort of, combo I can give you. So, that's pretty much the basis of all its combos. The fact that they gave it Flashing Strikes and Dagger Trifecta, which is a really good, range tool and escape tool, it really boggles me. So if you know someone's going to start chasing you with those combos, you immediately Flashing Strike spot away. And you can get out of the way. I do not know if it works while you are inside of combos, so I'd have to test that out, but overall, the damage output off of M1s is going to be your main source of damage, while your abilities, I believe, are supposed to be the ones, like, extending your M1 damage, but they just made them do a lot of damage, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this, into M1s again. It just does, like, the grabs in specifically, target practice, does so much damage. It does a lot of damage, so the best way to get around this one is just by, like, blocking. Because, like, most of its attacks... Dark, if you... Oh, okay. Thank you. So, most of its attacks All of their attacks actually are not they do not break blocks. So only way you'd ever get oh okay. Only way you'd ever get like the main way of getting around daggers by blocking. Alright, on to the next weapon, which is going to be Earth Hammer, a very flashy weapon. Ooh, where did my mouse go? There we go. Alright, Earth Hammer, I do not know why, but they did not give it M1 block breaks. Oh my. Like, that looks like it should block break. Am I on high graphics? Oh, that's ugly. That's volume. That's okay. Alright, so the whole premise of this character, it's kind of weird. It's very, it's really good at getting chip damage down, I can say that, with Tectonic Crush. And it has its hitboxes are so weird, because parts of the move will have hitboxes that you don't know about. So, the best way I can describe it is, Earth Pillars, I believe, hits from behind. It won't hit all of those other two attacks, which that first hit, if you hit that first hit of Earth Pillars, I believe it might block break. Let me test it out. I need one of y'all. Alright. Dark. Alright. Just keep blocking. Okay. Anyway. Dark, I need you to just block for me, okay? Yep. That first hit block breaks. So, it has a lot of random block breaks. You're good, you're good. It has a lot of random block breaks out of nowhere from Earth Pillars, but the weirdest part about Earth Pillars, in my opinion, is that only that white, like, when it, only the time it explodes does that ever block break. So, if you hit the first initial attack, it'll launch them up, but if they just dodge out of the way, because it's not, it's an attack that allows them to dodge out of the way mid-combo. So, Earth Pillars is really good, but it has a lot of janky hitboxes. That's the whole premise of this character. Same with Tectonic Crush. So, Tectonic Crush has a couple of hitboxes. Let me actually hit the move. We have that, like, sort of wave hitbox that doesn't do much damage, but does get them in the air, and allows for you to have them in the air. And, we'll just wait for it to get off cooldown. And this first hitbox from behind that does a little bit more damage. So, very, very weird hitboxes. The next move sort of thing we'll be talking about is probably its only way of comboing, which is Crush Slam into Earthy Impact. That's not true. It looks like it, but it's not true. That is not true, and it will never be true. You spam Q, you're out. But the best way I can sort of give a combo would probably be from that not true attack. So, it'd go 1, 2. That's the best combo I can give you. And then you can probably chase them with, like, Earth Pillars. But this character is a lot more about, it's a lot more about hitting those weird hitboxes and random block breaks. So I need one of you guys to block for me. Okay, that works. This is criminal. The fact that that doesn't block break is criminal. That is criminal. Fix it. Please. It makes me mad that that doesn't block break. Alright, on to the next ability, which is the most recent one, Fire Fists. Now, I've played around with Fire Fist a little bit, and it seems like an aggressive combo-heavy character. Its M1 damage is not the best. You can barely see it off of a full M1 combo. But that's because that's not where you're getting most of your combos from. 1, 2, 3. Why did I hit the 5th one? Whatever. Well, it's a heavy combo character, and it's a lot like Basic Sword, but a little bit more, close ranged, I guess. And, it has Rapid Jabs, which is a dash command grab. So, pretty good. Now, there is a full combo, because the reason why I say it's... If my game would stop lagging. Ah, whatever. But, here's a very cool thing you can do if you, don't have 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into that Tech Chase Final Blow. I'm not sure if that's escapable or not. I'll have to test that with my assistants. So, I need you to just spam the Q key, okay? Okay. I need you to spam the Q key. Yo, guys. Alright. Yeah, that is a very good tech chase, because that hits... If they decide to dash backwards, it's still gonna hit them, so they have to be spamming side Q for it to work. See? It's a tech chase. If they decide to dash to the side. And I haven't really actually tested if any of these moves block break. So I need, Alright, so the M1 does not block break. That does not block break. That's a command grab, so obviously that block breaks. What the?
Wait. Oh, lag. What a block.
Oh.
Don't block.
Alright, so...
wait,
yeah, I guess it doesn't... It's not... I guess Rapid Jabs just isn't a good... Oh! That's actually interesting. They could've... This actually could have been, like, a better character if those moves block... Yeah, it is very heavy on the eyes. It is very heavy on the eyes. It is a very flashy ability, I guess. Most of your intros to get those combos off would be dash M1s, or just straight Rapid Jabs if you think you can catch them off guard. But yeah, overall, this character is not bad, but it's also not, like, top tier. Alright, next up, we're going to go to a top tier character, in my opinion, which is... Yeah, it is really pushy. But this next one is Great Sword. And Great Sword, by experience with a friend we all learned, is busted. That first... Okay, let me explain some things. Earth Shadow. First hit block breaks. Second hit also block breaks. A better version of Earth Pillars. Next up we have Fire Leap. That hit block breaks. Just that block breaks, and it leaves basically the only way someone is gonna punish you for that is if they have a ranged attack. So if you're using Greatsword and you're fighting someone who has no range attack or is very close range, you're just great. You're just allowed to use that. Next up, we have Flame Dance, which he just used, but it's this. That's a sort of combo extender / ender. Next up we have one of the more interesting moves that this character has, which is Powerful Strike, which has two variants. That variant where if you miss something, it's going to send out that huge blow. And if you have Powerful Strike with me. It has a second variant if it's going to hit. Now, one thing to note, the two best sort of intro things they have is not Flaming Dance, Fiery Leap and Powerful Strike. The entirety of this character is to call out the opponent for what their habits are. So let's say they're running Basic Sword who likes to block a lot in the match. If Basic Sword just if Basic Sword, if you see someone who's blocking like this a lot, bam, punish them, run up, Flaming Dance while they're on the ground. That is also a really good move. Earth Shatter is really good for people who don't know it's there, because both hits, they both block break, so it's really good as like a sort of check. While Powerful Strikes, if they are just running around the field the entire time not blocking, Powerful Strike is a sort of reality check. It's a sort of reality check because even though Powerful Strikes can be blocked, it's so fast that if you do it at sort of mid-range, it's like almost impossible to react to, in my opinion. Now this character wouldn't have been that, like, it would have still been top tier, but in my opinion, it wouldn't have been that strong. If I need one of you guys, block for me. If that wasn't a thing. If its M1s did not block break. Oh yeah, Powerful Strikes has super armor as well, so if you get hit during it, nope, you're still good. If M1s did not block break, this might have been a sort of balanced character. But they do. So if someone is... Yeah?
Another thing about that, I think, another thing is the flash. It makes it where you can actually kind of like pull them off. It's like kind of
yeah, it's a really it's also good as a smoke screen as well. Yeah. So using Fire Leap, just throwing it out is a really good smoke screen because you can barely see what they're about to do next. Because okay, let's say someone if they wanna rush you down, they're gonna rush you down. So if like let's say Dark. If you are a more defensive unit, if you're defending or playing neutral as a defender, if this character wants to rush you down, block for me. You basically just get that. The only way that would ever not be... I need you to use that on me for a second. Powerful Strike. The only way that would ever not be, like a true combo is if you're using a character that has slightly fast M1s. If you're using a character with faster M1s, you're good, but Greatsword against Greatsword, that's unescapable. You cannot escape it. If they use Powerful Strike, you are automatically block broken unless you can time your dodge perfectly. Because I believe the M1s are dodgeable. Let me test it out. I need one of y'all to M1 me. Nope. So, Greatsword is really good against people because it literally just has options. That's all it is. Option after option after option. So, yeah, this character is really good. Alright, next up we're getting to, in my opinion, one of the worst characters in the game. Maybe, like, second or worst, depending on how you play it. Because, really, what is Harp? I have tested it out so much. I can't see this character being anything other than a joke character because of its damage. M1s. On the medium side. Like, almost dead medium. Not too bad, not too good. They come out pretty fast. Here's where it comes. Here's where the sort of bullcrap comes. Rest. Invisible, and it immediately puts them on the ground. How are you supposed to use that rather than just an enter into your combos? It's so hard. And then you have sound waves. which pulls them closer for some reason. You have musical string, which, explosion. And lastly, you have harmonic impact, which does that. So I really just don't even know what to say about this character, other than a combo interrupter and supposed to be annoying. It doesn't even do its job correctly. It's not even that annoying. The whole point of it is catching your opponent off guard, and, well, in my opinion, its whole point is catch your opponent off guard with moves they cannot see. Because I need one of y'all to, hang on. Oh my gosh, the rest cooldown is oh my. That is very long.
Also, hold up. I also have to show. I'm going to activate one of my abilities. I want you to try to M1 me. Kind of like a counter kind of.
Okay. So, okay, I need you to M1 me. Okay, so it's not usable. So rest is not a M1 combo breaker. I need you to, what characters do you know that have, true combos?
I guess, Bloodsword.
Okay.
If I can land it.
Alright, I need you to try to go for true combos on me. Immediately just puts them to sleep. Okay, so wait, I need you to block for me.
I did, hold on, okay.
That's blockable. Not blockable. That's not a third hit, and finally, that's a block break. So that's supposed to be used as whiff punishing, I guess, rest. So, I guess, like, okay. Harp isn't the worst, but it just doesn't have much going for it other than whiff punishing and just being hard to see overall. You'll win, like, if you're going up against someone who you have skill over, but using a harp is gonna make it a lot harder.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go on to the next character. Alright. So next up we have Kickboxer, which I will say, Kickboxer, not bad. It's not high tier. It's low mid tier, I'd say. If not, then it's low tier, low tier. So basically, combo character, as you can see. Whole point of it is to run around, jump in M1, and go for ground kicks. You hit ground kicks into rising strikes, into kick combo. That is basically your entire thing. Neck grip is good. Neck grip is good, but I don't know if it's possible off of a ground kick. Hang on. But yeah, no, neck grip I think is possible off of ground kick. Hang on, give me a second. Let me test this out. Cause this might be a full combo, if so.
You also can combo it rising strikes.
Yeah. Okay, so it's ground kick, neck grip, then rising strikes, and kick combo. Which basically means that your entire combo game is just use move after move. Rising strikes immediately goes into a combo kick if you just spam too. So you hit rising strikes and just immediately click combo, kick combo. And that's true. That is completely true. So yeah, this character, very aggressive. Very, very aggressive. Anyway, we're gonna go on to the next character, which some people say is the best. I think is also insanely high tier. That would be Monk. Now, Monk is considered the best character in the game for obvious reasons. Where are you guys? There you are. So, basically, ranged combo grabs. That is a full combo. Everything combos off of everything in using Monk, and does way too much damage. Alright, let me showcase this on this dummy. So, you can just click Orbital Harmony against characters, or people who play aggressive. So, and you can just kind of do that. Because as soon as you hit, like, any one of your hits on any one of your M1s, or, like, any move, it immediately combos into Ethereal, Ascendance. Like, Precision Strikes also is really good, because it's a basic alternative if you don't have it, Ethereal Radiance. And all of their moves hit on ground except for M1s. So if they are on the ground, you can just throw out a move. Like, they're not immune to it. Everything hits on ground. Like, everything is a combo. Like, the only real way to beat this character is by playing insanely defensive. Which is very hard for some characters. Block for me. Watch. M1s, obviously, no block break. Because that only goes to Great Sword. Orbital Harmony. It gives block pressure, but it doesn't block break. Precision Strikes, block breaks. A ranged block break, number 1. Ranged block break, number 1. Next up, we have Rapid Beads. Oh, what? Okay, whatever.
Hold up, walk real quick.
Okay, so... Yep, Ethereal Radiance, another ranged block break. So, it is seen as the best character for good reason. Yeah, very ranged heavy though, and just do not get too defensive because of Ethereal Radiance. Someone who's playing Monk can usually snipe you with precision strikes or Ethereal Radiance. And honestly, this character you can use it as a rushdown, as a ranged rushdown somehow. So, let's say, like, they are playing insanely defensive. Like, come here. Dark. Let's say you're, like, playing very defensive and, like, backing up and stuff. You walk in and just start pressuring like this, and if they decide to block, you just Ethereal Ascendance or Precision Strikes. You win neutral with this character. You just do. You just win neutral. You cannot... It's super hard to lose neutral as a Monk. The only sort of, like, quote-unquote saving grace this character has is not too high of HP. But it's also not the worst HP. That goes to Dagger, I believe. Damage output, insane. It's just an insane character overall, because basically all of its attacks block break. Now, watch this, watch this, watch this. You block for me a second. So obviously, Orbital Harmony, we established before, doesn't block break. That does! So you can just go Orbital Harmony into its immediate, Ethereal, Ascendance, right? And that's just a true combo, even if they block it. So Orbital Harmony is, like, in a sense, just not even blockable. So this character, definitely top tier. Definitely top tier. Alright, next up we're going to get to the second to last character, which we have Dark already playing, which is going to be Soul Lantern. I originally thought this was, like, the best character in the game, because of how much ranged it has, and then I learned what blocking was. So, this whole character, it's basically just a sort of worse version of, well, not worse. It's a mix between, Crimson Shield and Great Sword, which sounds like it would be good, but it just took, like, absolutely none of the good basically none of the good qualities. So I need you to block for me a second. Gold. Alright. M1s. Don't block break. Because why would they? So yeah, obviously M1s do not block break. Next up we have Decaying Soul, which doesn't block break either. Either that or I was too far away. We'll find out later. This is criminal. This is criminal. Gravedigger? Gravedigger? Only block breaks on that first attack, which is like the most predictable thing. Because if you see someone in the air, just dodge backwards. Just dodge backwards. Womp womp. Done. Because that second block, I don't believe... That second hit does not block break. Hang on. I need one of y'all, to... Okay, that works. Alright, I need you to stand back, okay? I need you to just hold block, hold block. Yeah, that second hit does not block break, which is criminal. Though it still is like it's freaking it's annoying. Because it's a slower version of Fiery Leap. Next up we have Soul Devastation.
That's not block.
That last hit not block breaking is the worst thing I have ever seen. That is terrible. It does have some really good range, though. Really good range. And the only move that it has to combat block breaks, or combat blocking, is Grasping Soul. Which you are only ever gonna hit if you hit the frickin' M1s. So this character, you just block and you kinda win. You block against this character, and as soon as you see them going towards you, just dash backwards, and really, they can't do anything against you. Because with that obvious display, it's just not even, like... It's not fair with the block button existing. A lot of its move, like... At least give Gravedigger's second blow the ability to block break, like Crimson Leap. Or, like, give Decaying Soul, or like, Decaying Soul, or like Soul Devastation, the ability to block break, because it's just not good. It's just not good. Alright, and now for the very last ability. Last, and maybe second worst. Second worst. We have Wind Spear.
Which one do you say is the worst?
Worst, in my opinion, is Soul Lantern, unfortunately.
Yeah. Facts.
Alright.
Facts.
So, there's a couple of things that we do not like in a character, me personally. That's when big attacks, the main one is when big attacks can be blocked. So, this is the moveset. So, we have the M1s, which are very disappointing, by the way. We have Wind Lance, which block breaks, I believe. Yeah. But it doesn't really combo into anything. We have Dancing Wind, not a block break. Flowing Strikes, which I believe block breaks. But you can't M1 after it. And then the last attack. Block. This is sad. You're telling me you can block that? It's so reactable. You see your opponent disappear. You see them disappear and fly into the air, and you're telling me that you just do not block. You do not immediately press hold F. It's so reactable. It's only good for whiff punishing, and even then, it takes way too long. So, it's just like... And that move just doesn't combo... Hang on. Give me a second. Come here. I'm gonna see something. That barely combos into anything. Also...
Probably like Gustborn, probably.
No, it doesn't combo into Gustborn.
Really?
See, they're up before that in buffer, shielding, or blocking wood.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, no combos. Like, that would probably be... Yeah, that would probably be like. Oh, why is buffering that bad? Whatever. But yeah, no, that's probably the only combo you can do. Because it's so easy to react to Gustborn. Its M1s are slow. Most of your, like, it's just not fun. It has nothing going for it. M1s can't block break it either, I don't believe. But yeah, no, Wind Spear, just like, I would even say that this and, Soul Lantern are, like, toe-to-toe. Toe-to-toe. The only reason why I put Soul Lantern on, like, the lowest, block for me, please. This is the only reason why I would ever put Wind Spear above Soul Lantern is because Wind Lance. You get hit with that because you think it blocks a lot of times, but you can't M1 after using Wind Lance, by the way. So it's just like not even fair to use Wind like look at this, look at this. You use Wind Lance or Wind Spear. That is the only combo you would ever do, but you can just buffer block the last hit. So yeah, no, in my personal opinion, I'm gonna rank these. So, the very worst ability, in my opinion, because of, like, because of how weak it is to blocking, would be Soul Lantern. The worst ability, in my opinion. That would, before all of the new weapons and updates, this would have been the best. But, because of all of it, this is the worst. The second worst would be Wind Spear, unfortunately. It's only better because of the fact that it has one more move that block breaks. But one of its moves just straight, it's not even fun. Because Gustborn Spear, it looks so cool, and then you realize you have the F key. And then the next weapon I'd say that goes after this one, just solely because of how hard it is to use, is going to be Bone Scythe.
Yep.
Is this Blood Sword? Yeah, this is Bone Scythe. Because, honestly, its combo game is just not good, and its damage output is mediocre for a weapon that has no combo game. Most of its damage coming out from its abilities, not bad, because, you can, like, you play a rushdown style, but this character doesn't feel like it should be playing rushdown. Dark Encase, I believe, or is it Shadow Strike? I believe it's Shadow Strike. That being blockable, kinda unfortunate, but the other attacks makes it pretty good. After this, I'd go Harp.
Okay.
For one reason alone, because of the fact that most of its moves are invisible, so it's really even hard to see what you're doing. Sometimes whenever I'm playing Harp, I just accidentally click rest and don't even see it work. Because I'm not sure how to even, like, cue this. It's maybe there's, like, some good, insane Harp player out there, but I don't see this being too good. Unless you like tricking your opponents and you can actually see the moves. Next up will be Kickboxer. Now, it was close between this. It's close between this and Fire Fists. But Kickboxer takes it because its only way of getting those combos is via ground kick and M1s. But if you do get hit by the combos, it's gonna be devastating. So it's not something to be trifled with. You can absolutely get wrecked by a Kickboxer. And then, obviously, after this, we'd have Fire Fist, because its damage output is very lackluster. Very lackluster. Would like to see a little bit more, but it just does not provide to the table. And, yeah. So, after this, After this, we're gonna go hammer, unfortunately. One of my more favorable weapons. We're gonna go hammer. Oh, I've completely forgot sword and staff existed. Eh,
Staff is actually
yes, I'm not gonna say staff or sword yet. But hammer, unfortunately, is going to be the next one because for a character, in this game, combo game is basically everything. A lot of combos, it's basically everything. That not killing is kind of, like, not fun. It did do good damage, but it's just, it's more flashy rather than, like, do damage. It's more area heavy. And speaking of area heavy, I'm just kidding. We're gonna go sword next. Basic sword. Because if you go up against a basic sword and they don't dash triple strike, then that's not a good basic sword. But the only reason why I'm putting it below staff and all the other guys we haven't gotten to was because basic sword, even even though it's like its damage is pretty good, like really high damage in terms of combos because of how many times you can do it, and its cooldown is like really good because look at how fast triple slash goes down, and it's like your main combo tool. So that going down so quickly is really good. And it's just it has a lot of good entry stuff. So yeah, obviously gonna be right there. Next up, now I know it's weird, but I'm gonna go dagger. So the reason why I'm putting dagger below bloodsword and staff is because the only thing dagger really has is flashing strikes and dagger trifecta. The fact that it has range is absolutely insane, but it can't really capitalize off of dagger trifecta as much as it can of flashing strikes, which makes it pretty like not good. And you can never like really do a full combo because you're either using target practice or piercing kick, depending on which one you have. Always go target practice before you go piercing kick because target practice I believe does more damage. But damage output is like really good for this character. Like this character especially absolutely loves dash going and M1s because like you'd be surprised on how many people like are not ready for the speed dagger holds while doing that. So he's just able to get combos off like that. That's the reason why dagger's up so high, but not next up, unfortunately. Next up, getting bloodsword. Now, bloodsword is kind of a weird case. Like, you know, I know a lot of you are thinking, well, dagger's better than bloodsword, daggers are better than bloodsword. It's not. It's not. Because of frenzy. This, that, and bloodfield. Combo gain is insane, damage is insane, M1 damage is cracked. Blood slash is on top, plus a command grab with gut wrencher. Do not block against this guy. So, only block in neutral against this guy. If this person is in your face, you are going to be taking, like, your entire HP bar. Your entire HP bar. So next up, we have staff. You're wondering why I put it up here so much. So high. Well, it's because of how hard it is as literally any weapon to get away from it. Or to start actually getting some things onto it. Block for me. That's the only way you're ever getting it in. Blocking? Blocking is the only way you're ever getting in. And even then, they can just throw it Divine Slash because it's the fastest, in my opinion, the fastest block break in the game, other than grabs. So yeah, really good. M1 is really good. I do still think that the old one was a little better because it did more damage, because of the attunement thing or whatever. But yeah, the sheer range of this character, like side dashing, unless you are like away, like looking to the side like this and side dashing like that, there's no real reason to side dash like this because it just hits everywhere. It's really hard to run away from a character that is this fast. That being so fast is so weird. And it obstructs, like, it's just good. It's just good. Alright, so next up, we have the last three. We have Great Sword, Crimson Shield, and Monk Necklace. So, huh?
I'm gonna say that Crimson Shield.
Yeah, obviously. Crimson Shield, even though it doesn't seem good, the amount of range that, like, it can cover, the fact that it can cover range runners is really good. Plus, plus a lot of its, stuff is good, just in general, for combos, like, Shadow Flare from, like, anything combos, pretty much. So, like, you can go Great Reflection into Shadow Flare. Because it just hits. It's so fast and it just hits. So, yeah, that's the reason why Crimson is, like, up here. Because it's not inherently broken, it's just really, really good. And now we have the last two, those being Monk Necklace and Great Sword. I'm gonna give second place to Great Sword.
Yep.
Now, it hurts me to put it at second place, but Monk is just better. Now, that does not mean that Great Sword is not inherently broken. The fact that you have two options that just cover, you have two moves that cover every single option that the opposing opponent can do. They dash at you, M1s, bam, you're good. They dash at you, Powerful Strike, you're good. They dash at, or they're playing defensive, Fire Leap, bam, gone. No more defenses, buddy. Like, it's just inherently insane. The only thing keeping it, like, back is the combo game. Combo game is not too good. That is the only reason why it is not inherently, like, breaking the game. It is broken, but it's not breaking the game. Plus its HP, plus just the amount of damage it does. Insane overall. Which leaves us with one more. One more character. Monk Necklace being the most inherently broken piece of crap to exist on this earth. Everything combos into everything. Everything does damage. Like, you cannot escape it. Your close range orbital harmony. Into ethereal radiant ascendance. Crazy. Look at how much damage this does. Off of two moves. Two moves that are that can be comboed into literally anything. That was 2 hits of a combo. 2 hits of a combo went from Orbital Harmony into an Ethereal Radiance, and it wasn't even a full Orbital Harmony. If you count how many times you hit Orbital Harmony, you are just genuinely insane. The fact that after 2 hits, that's what happened is insane. And if you just raw hit Ethereal Ascendance, you can catch them while falling. They fall in front of you. Like, this is not fair. That's not fair. And the fact that it hits you on ground as well, it covers blocks by not even breaking them. It covers them by just absolutely abusing the ever-living crap and harassing the blocks. It's just... Monk is just inherently broken. M1s are nothing really, but it's still really good. Like, HP, not much, really good about that. Happy that it doesn't have 150 HP. Yeah, it's just inherently broken and trying to break the game. So, yeah, that is the overview of Aetherfall in the entirety of all of its abilities. My personal main is Basic Sword, or my favorite is Basic Sword. But I'd like to see what you guys' main in the comments is. And if you have any other, like, differences or anything that maybe you disagree on, which I know I have some very bad takes because I'm not very intertwined with the YouTube community, but yeah, if I have any bad takes, just put them in the comments below. And yeah, can't wait for Crimson Katana to come out and for me to review it. Bye.